What's up, folks? My name is Rasan Bahati, born and raised in Compton, California, where at the young age of 11 years old, I found the sport of track cycling. 10 national titles later, I launched the Bahati Foundation to help marginalized communities rise above their circumstances. But today, I ride for fun, fitness, and community, all while representing brands that I love so much in the industry and making cool content. I have another Eldorado Park crit for you. If you look at it, it was a beautiful day. The winds, it's always windy at Eldo, but it was very sunny, not as cold as last week for sure, or I should say Eldo number 4, or was it 3? I've missed a few this year already just due to travel, but trying to get out there and really not necessarily look at the race as a practice race, but look at it more as a race that I want to win. So it's been good every week. Every week's been spicy, as they say. This is only the first lap, and second lap, I should say, and we were already going full gas, 36 miles an hour through the start finish. Keep in mind the start finish area is a tailwind, and what you see right here is just the commingling of the pro field and the masters field. We were just getting ready to pass them. The masters don't mess around either. We're definitely faster, but with the new pavement at Eldo, things are just 2 to 3 mile an hour faster. On this day, this was actually last week, I felt pretty good, and I really wanted to not just be firing off shots all day long. I really wanted to be very strategic about my moves and really put myself in a position to win. I haven't been practicing my sprint lately, but I did start about 2 weeks ago. I won't give the secret of what I do for that. Some of you that train with me know what I do there, but I think, yes, I am born with naturally fast twitch muscles, but there are still a few exercises that I do to fire those fast twitch muscles up. So, my rear camera didn't work. Sorry, it said it was recording, didn't record anything. But this dig right here hurt. This is the headwind section, and he is absolutely ripping it. And this is after I came across, and we had a gap, and I wish my rear camera was working so you can see what it looked like. We had a nice gap, and this is a rider that can definitely ride the brake. Probably is in his best interest to ride the brake because he is a breakaway rider and doesn't really possess a fast kick at the end. So as you see, he was motivated. I kind of clicked through like, dude, I can't pull after that. So everything reshuffled, and there's Jack. I believe that's Jack going off the front. And again, I'm just trying to keep the momentum going. Actually, no, that's not Jack. That is John. The juniors last week were the MVPs of Eldo. They really showed that they're coming a long way and deserve to be racing with the adults. And I remember when I was 15, 16, 17 years old and coming out to Eldo and racing with the likes of Mike Johnson, Jamie Polinetti, Kurt Bausch, Tony Cruz. These guys were well into their 30s, established pros, and certain things happen as you're younger and you continue to come out and get your lashes. You learn how to race, and you learn how to suffer, and you learn the nuances of bike racing, and you learn how to win. And I think that's one thing people take for granted when coming out to Eldo. Some people just come out, they enjoy going in circles. You could really learn a whole lot by doing crit racing, by doing track racing, and specifically racing with people who are much better than you. So here's another reshuffle. John and I only made it about half a lap, but I'm feeling good, and I'm really trying to press the envelope. Some of the good guys that just came back from a break, and then so I had an opportunity to go across to another move as the field had just spread across. And here's another junior. So the juniors, I'm telling you, they were the MVPs. So I sped this up just for time's sake because we had a good little battle. So at that point, he had flicked me right away, and I said, hey, I'll take the headwind section. So this is kind of a slight headwind, and then this is a full-on headwind through here. So you can see I took a pretty nice chop, and now the wind is coming from the right side. That's why you see me overlapped on the left. Now we're into the tailwind. You will see the speeds go from like 27 to 29, and then junior comes through, flicking again, and we're taking some nice chops here. You can't see right here, but there's a slight little drag uphill that hurts a little bit, and then it starts to plateau again. And now we're starting to lose a little steam because this is the headwind section. We've been out there for about a lap. I don't know if I want to continue to pull, but as I look back, the field had fanned across the road again, so I decided to try it again. Didn't work out. So here we are, another reshuffle. We're 44 minutes into the race. This is probably about the first time I actually looked down to see how much time we have been racing. And I'm being very attentive because, like, the deeper into the race you get and there has been no break, that's when the breaks happen, right? So now you're getting a little lazy. You're like, it's only 15 minutes left. We're probably going to have a field sprint. And so this break was, for me, the deciding factor of how bad I sucked at the end. Because I was suffering a little bit just from all the moves that were happening. And we didn't really know what we wanted to do at that point. That break that was just showing had some heavy hitters in it. And this is one rare moment in the race last week that we actually went really slow. I think people were like, okay, there's been at least 15 breaks. None has stuck. Like, what's going to happen? So here I am again in the saddle, 1200 watt peak, which is pretty good. So lately I have been looking at my watts just to see how they're translating into my performance. I try to be as efficient as possible. And someone hit me up on the Montrose ride last week. He called me a land shark, and I said, hey, man, I'm just trying to be efficient. And it's true. I really do try to, not even try, I do my best to ride and be efficient as possible. Again, like I said earlier, I'm not just trying to, like, shoot off a bunch of rounds. I'm in a gunfight. I'm just pow, 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 pow. And then when it's really time to protect myself, I can't protect anything because I ran out of bullets, right? So it's like, I got to be able to protect myself. I'm conserving, but maybe I'm firing off a round here and there, knowing that I have a few more in the tank. So this is getting down to the end. 53 minutes in. These two riders are absolutely killing it, and I missed the part. But if you look up ahead, we were just coming back. This is the last lap, and we had just came back from a break. And Eli from Bros Ride Bikes said, hey, you guys are messing around. I'm going to just keep going. Oh, so I got ahead of myself. This is not it. So we are actually going to have a break right here. So this is the winning move. I'm in a winning break. The field is not behind us. They're chasing, but they're not that close. And we're going to work hard together. And everyone's pretty motivated. There's about 4 or 5 of us. You see me taking a chop over the headwind section, 27 miles an hour. We've got a nice, solid group right here. But as we get into the tailwind section, the group was super motivated. Got a little choppy there. Here it is, 1 lap to go. I'm trying to motivate, but now the group is back. And John is off the front. Now here comes Cameron. And everybody's like, oh, all right, we didn't make it. Now look at Eli. Eli's looking around. He's like, oh, I'll keep pushing. I'll keep this thing going and see if I can get someone to come with me. Cameron actually went with him. He didn't get exactly on the wheel right here. And I think that's what ended up costing him. At that moment, it's the last lap. We're 57 minutes in, bell lap. You got to get on. He got on. He went past Eli and maybe went a little bit too deep, or Eli attacked him. So Eli actually ended up being off the front. We caught Cameron, and Jason went across the top. I ended up chasing him, and what I was trying to do is actually repay Sharon from the week before, where he helped lead me out and where I had to bike though with Christian and ended up getting second. So it was a little bit too late to catch Eli. He is absolutely gone. And I told his dad at the end of the race, or after the race, I remember when I was about 17, 16, 17, and ended up doing a move almost exactly the same a few times at Eldo. And it was such a morale boost. It was such a huge boost for my not ego, but my confidence. And I start winning at Eldo a lot, and I start winning other races. So here's the field sprint. You won't see much because, yeah, I'm completely dead. And it was a good race, though. I enjoyed it. I loved that my fitness is starting to come around. If I could just stay in town and stay on my bike, I'm just traveling way too much. I'll train for 4 or 5 days and I'll be off the bike for 4 or 5 days because of work. But it is what it is. This is all fun and games. I do like to be competitive. But yeah, today is Taco Tuesday, Eldo Tuesday, and I'll be doing it again. Hopefully the legs are great. I got a chance to get off the plane yesterday and hop on Zwift for a quick little 50-minute spin. And actually after this, I got a new track bike I need to set up, so I'm going to put that on the rollers and start to adjust that, and I'll work my way out to Eldo. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like my channel. Also check out, I got a store in the YouTube page, so check out the store, and see you soon. Chocolate Rockets.